quick little job that I did here where we just added two 10-inch JL Audio TW1 flat subwoofers, and we built this trim panel that you see here to hide the subwoofer enclosure, and it mimics the same design that you see more or less in the steering wheel, where you have the two pieces of aluminum that roll up and it creates that V at the top. So I decided to put a Maserati logo there, and we did a reverse press grille in the center, and then two different normal press grills with a different mesh. That way it gives contrast and sheds light to that center grill. So this is what it looks like, obviously, when the sun's not beaming into the trunk. You can see the acrylic lit edges here on the piece. You see the Maserati logo in the center, predominantly featured. We have the center grille is actually inverted, different grille material than the two outsides to really make the center distinct. But as you can see up close, you have the aluminum, you have the acrylic lit edges that go across the entire top, and this bottom template here down to the sides. So you can see all that when it's a little bit dark in the trunk. Center Maz logo. The lights will time out soon because they're hooked up to the trunk pin. Probably turn off any second. But yeah, that's what she looks like with the lights off. So as for the rest of it, again, you have the two TW1s behind the mesh there. There's grill cloth behind the mesh, that way you can't really see the subwoofers or anything that's behind it. And we have a piece of black acrylic here at the top and a piece of black acrylic there at the bottom, just to create that little bit of separation. And we have matching, I guess you would call it orange or cream leather that matches the interior leather. And everything is still functional. I mean, we can pull up the floor here at the bottom, still get to the battery itself, still get to the spare, get to all the accessories. No trunk space was really lost. We only ended up taking up about, I'd say, 6 inches of space, maybe 7 inches of space from the front of this enclosure all the way back. Everything sits behind here. The amp is actually behind this panel. As you can see here in this picture, it's tucked away and basically bolted to the frame. So it is out of the way. It's not bolted behind the box or anything like that. But yeah, the factory system, obviously. And this is the bass knob here for the JL subwoofers in the back. And this panel was made out of acrylic and molded here, so we have some kind of factory option. Obviously, there's no good spot to really mount a bass knob in the car. Obviously, you're not going to drill through the wood grain. And in here, where it would have been factory all the way down there, would have just been too far down. So we did some 1/4-inch acrylic and shaped this piece here to fit right inside this holder here, and painted it silver just to complement that panel there. Still shuts. So yeah, I mean, very clean. You know, I don't want anything to look like it's not meant to be there. So again, that's why we go the extra mile and just make just this little transition panel here to make it look like it's included in the car. And as you see the steering wheel here, this is where a lot of the design concept was taken from. We have the aluminum. Obviously, we made the aluminum larger just to create a focal point, and we used a black piece of acrylic right here, and up here, that's your center press grill, and the Maserati logo is right here. And then we had the two complementary pieces that just went up and ended up molding with the tops of the aluminum there. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. If you have any cars, any builds, any projects, any questions, my information, my phone number, my email address is in the description below. Feel free to contact me at any time. And again, thanks for supporting, subscribing, and watching.